Love that. Okay, now poison centers in the United States answer close to 7,000 poison emergency calls per day. Next week is National Poison Prevention Week, and joining us to talk about poison prevention is Jacqueline Kakos, health educator with the New Mexico Poison and Drug Information Center. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Nikki.
Well, this is a very important topic. So why is it so important for us to recognize National Poison Prevention Week?
Okay, so technically it's important because in New Mexico, poisonings are the leading cause of unintentional injury death. And prescription drug overdose plays a big role in that, Nikki.
Wow.
So for that reason alone, very important to realize that so we can start to come together and figure out what we can do to bring that down.
So how can we do a better job of keeping medication and the household cleansers out of reach? I mean, we just saw a baby right there. You know, it's so easily accessible to them sometimes.
It is, it is. So when we're speaking of toddlers, young children, the best thing to do is to keep them out of sight and reach.
Okay.
And that includes vitamins, that includes all household cleaners, everything. And I realize that some folks just don't have the space to have them out of reach. So at the very least, if you have to store them ground level, please have like a lock on your cupboard or some kind of device on there, but know that that's not childproof.
I'm so glad you're bringing awareness. I don't think people realize what a big deal this really is.
Well, yeah, and the medications, those really should be always stored out of reach. Find somewhere, even if they're in, which they should be, the child-resistant bottles, still you need to store them out of reach because they're not child-proof bottles. There are those kids who can figure out how to get into them.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about some of the services then that the New Mexico Poison Center offers to the public.
Okay, so we offer 2 telephone-based services.
Okay.
Okay. One being the Poison Hotline, 1-800-222-1222, open all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week, to answer questions about poisons or to help manage poisons over the telephone at home on site. We also are one of the few poison centers in the United States that has a medication hotline.
Okay.
So, or drug information, we call it. So folks can call us, the public can call us Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, ask any type of question that they may have about their medication.
Good.
For example, can I take this medication with this one? Will it have an adverse reaction? Any type of question that they have.
It's like having a pro on hand at all times.
Exactly.
And
it's
of
such an
course,
awesome service.
Next week, as we mentioned, National Poison Prevention Week. It's so important that we continue to bring awareness. All the details for how you can get more on poison prevention on the screen right now. Jacqueline, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Really helpful. We want to save lives more than anything.